So Twitch is a platform where streaming happens,
Mm.
and there are some people that stream, and there's one guy
At
who's
least
he's kind
five.
of well known, a fellow by the name of Ninja. Today, I mean, essentially, if you know a Twitch streamer, it's Ninja, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like my
Mhm.
grandpa might know who Ninja is. He is Twitch for many people, and today he announced that he is going over to Mixer, uh, and he will exclusively be a Mixer streamer now. Uh, and so that really shocked me. And so I I don't have a lot of like preordained discussion questions here, but why do you think this has happened? Um, did Mixer back up a dump truck of money like Apex did, or did Ninja go there because he thinks Mixer is a better platform? What are your thoughts on that?
This is no doubt, not a doubt in my mind. If it is anything else, I will be utterly shocked. I will move to the Galapagos Islands and live with whatever those things Charles Darwin was observing. Was it birds?
Canaries.
Canaries, all right? And I will become a canary slowly over time in order to adapt to the environment. If this has anything to do with other than the money. Like
Yes.
it would make no sense from a financial standpoint. And I actually read a tweet. I don't want to steal this thought. It's from esports host Frankie. Is it Frankie Ward? I think her last name is Ward. She used to work at Twitch, and she said something that was happening with Ninja was he was scheduling all of these like outside speaking engagements, and so his stream schedule had gotten all crazy. Like he didn't stream consistently, and anybody who streams knows that like regardless of how large you are, in order to gain real momentum and real sustainable momentum, you have to stream consistently. And so he had been losing out on a lot of his subscriber base had been going down. And part of that is due to the fact that Fortnite isn't quite as popular a game on Twitch as it used to be, despite the fact it's still, regularly in the top three most viewed games. But and there are also a lot of other big streamers in that category. But also because he was picking up all of these other engagements, he was losing subscribers. And so she seems to think that Ninja made the jump because this was going to supplement his loss that he's been seeing with his subscriber base, and would still allow him. I mean, he's writing a book that he's likely going to be touring around to promote. He's got a lot of other engagements that he does outside of just streaming. And if Microsoft has given him the money to pursue those things and still continue to be successful in streaming, like, why wouldn't you do that? So it has to be about the money. It makes no sense any other way.
Yeah, there are also rumors going around that Mixer or Microsoft were offering a lot of people money to kind of convert over to Mixer. Um, so this might not be the only person we see making the migration over it if that is the case. But yeah, it's definitely they just backed up a dump truck of money to his house and just said, jump on in the Mixer train, come on.
Well, and now everybody who signs up for Mixer gets a 1 month free subscription to Ninja that comes over. So there's that too. They're going to pull over a lot of Ninja's subscribers just through that.
He already has something like 100,000 subscribers.
Good Lord.
Wow.
Which is nuts.
Well, that kind of already addresses my next question. Well, I mean, first off, absolutely, you're right. Dump truck of money. That's the only thing that makes sense. And anyone who thinks that this was just a transition out of a desire to switch things up, nah, you're wrong. But my next thought was, do you think this will really impact Twitch? Or do you think, I've been thinking about this all day. Like, will we see a lot of his subscribers like move over and watch him on Mixer? Or will we see like, you're such a sellout, man? Like I think about Epic Games. I know it's a completely different kind of market, but Epic offered like better deals for game developers. But the people that should have been like supportive of that instead were angry that they had to like shift platforms. So which of those attitudes do you think will win out in this situation? Ninja fans or Twitch fans?
I think the overlap in the Venn diagram between the people who uh, who subscribe to Ninja on Twitch and who get upset about Epic Games is not that large. Like, I think a lot of people who probably subscribe to Ninja are younger, number one. They are really solely interested in Fortnite and Ninja as a personality. And I don't really think it matters where he goes. There's going to be, I don't think there's a lot of, and I also don't think there's a lot of negative sentiment around Mixer like there is around Epic. And so, and also they're Fortnite fans. So they have high views of Epic to begin with, you know. So but from the, I think it's really interesting to talk about the impact on Twitch, because I think there's this growing sentiment around bigger streamers, and not even bigger streamers, smaller streamers as well, that Twitch is just kind of the necessary evil to enable what they do. Like, at the end of the day, Twitch is kind of a shitty platform to stream on, because from just the pure financial perspective, every dollar you make on this platform, Twitch takes 50% of. They take 50 cents of every dollar. And so and that changes as you get partnered, and that, you know, it becomes more advantageous to the creator. But I think people are looking for other places to go to stream. If there was another platform that we could go and stream on where discoverability was better, where there were more built-in tools for smaller creators to get seen, I would advocate us moving to that platform in a heartbeat. Twitch doesn't do that. And Twitch often steps on their smaller creators in order to promote their larger creators. And so so I think there's a growing sentiment that people want another place to go. But I also think it's going to create some healthy competition, which has not really existed for Twitch to begin with, because I think it is going to pull subscribers over, because people are going to be over on Mixer, and then Mixer does have some discoverability tools built in. And when Ninja goes offline, people are going to want to poke around, and they're going to retain a lot of people watching Ninja going to other channels. And so I don't know if it's necessarily going to be like an earth-shattering impact on Twitch, but I think it's going to be noticeable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it'll open the door. I mean, I think there are quite a few people who, especially younger people, for whom maybe Ninja is really the only person they watch, or at least the biggest person they watch, the person they watch the most. And I think him migrating to Mixer and then those fans migrating to Mixer, it just kind of makes sense that there's going to be a little bit of it just exposes them to a platform they probably had not even heard about. Like, not only is there no negative sentiment around Mixer, there's no sentiment around Mixer, period.
Exactly.
And I think this is it's obviously a huge chance for them. It'll be a good bit of exposure for them. And I think once people are on the platform, they'll start, like you said, Luke, start exploring a little bit, start kicking around, and maybe they'll stay around. Of course, they'll also still have their Twitch subscription or their Twitch account. So it's not really doesn't really necessarily have to be an either or situation. I'm sure people will be platform agnostic as well. But I think this is definitely an opportunity for Mixer.
Yeah. Saltiest Chuck, kind of related to that, says LL Renee was one of the first that I knew, but I heard quite a few were offered. She used to average 800 to 1200, but gets around 200 to 300 on Mixer. The viewer base just isn't as large by a fair margin. And you know, that's accurate.
Mm-hmm.
Mixer doesn't have as many people, but that's the purpose of this. You get this wave to come over with Ninja, and they're going to stick around and check other people out when he's not streaming, and over time that might change a bit.
Yeah, and I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say it in the nicest way that I can think of, all right? LOL Renee, like, I don't know who the fuck that is, you know? Like, and the thing with a Ninja, this move from Ninja, is not just Ninja's fan base. Raise your hand if you're on this podcast and you subscribe to Ninja on Twitch. No hands are up for the audio listeners out there. None of us subscribe to Ninja on Twitch. If you're in the chat, let me know if you guys subscribe to Ninja. Like, but the fact is that Ninja is a name that people outside of Ninja's circle knows. There were mainstream media articles published today about Ninja moving from Twitch over to Mixer. Like, this is a monumental move for Mixer as a platform, because you're getting all kinds of brand recognition and you're getting all kinds of free press outside of the truckload of money you backed up to Ninja. But people are running with this story that are outside of not only Ninja circles, but Twitch's circles, streaming circles, and gaming circles. And that's massive. And that's something that you don't get with LOL Renee. And not to diminish anything that she's doing. That, 1,200 viewers is nothing to scoff at. And I'm sure he's going to take a hit in viewership numbers, but the impact of this is far larger than really. Can you think of another streamer that they could have gotten that would have been bigger? I mean, DLive tried to do this with PewDiePie, with whatever its success was.
Dr. Disrespect's pretty popular right now.
That's true. Maybe Mixer will let him stream from a bathroom.
So as far as Twitch as a platform being not good, I do want to recommend a discussion of that I heard on another podcast called Press Go Live. I think it was the most recent episode of that. You guys talked a bit about Twitch as a platform and what it could do better. And I'm a big advocate of having competition. So I'm kind of like rooting for Mixer to yank a bunch of Twitch viewers, not to destroy Twitch. I don't want to see it burn to the ground, but I want to see Twitch get this kick in the rear where they're like, okay, we gotta make this more appealing to people than it is right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Salty as Chuck clarifies, he says, I understand that LOL Renee isn't known, but the point is they were doing it with multiple users who were in the 1,000-person bracket, hoping to get 5 to 10 users who could bring over 5,000 to 10,000, which I didn't think worked out for them at all, which is a weird strategy to begin with. Like, because we have historic evidence of people moving between platforms and the drop-off in viewership that they get. It doesn't matter who it is. Like, we're gonna see probably cross multiply and divide ratio with Ninja's viewers when he comes over as well. Like, I don't know what Ninja averages when he's live. I think it's something like 40,000 people. So he'll probably see about 70% of that come over to watch him on Mixer. And so I don't know why Microsoft would invest in doing that with some of these relatively smaller streamers who are, pulling a few hundred viewers, because those ratios of they're known quantities.
Mm-hmm.
Also, hi Bill for real. We haven't really read his chat contributions.
Yeah, he said Tommy Weiss. Is it Wiseau? I see the name and know who it is, but I don't know how to say it. Is it Wiseau? He streamed today.
Oh, really?
Apparently over on Mixer.
Oh, and so 4 hours ago, Ninja tweeted over 100K subscribers have been redeemed so far on Mixer.
Which is another brilliant move from Microsoft, because how many of those people are going to renew when they actually have to pay for it? Like, it's a button in their header right now when you go to log on to your Mixer thing. And so they can artificially inflate that number, get a second round of media coverage because Ninja has 500,000 subscribers or whatever on Mixer. Like, oh my gosh. And then smaller creators who aren't wise enough to dig into it are like, holy shit, he grew his subscriber base by how much by moving over to Mixer? I'm taking my shit and going over there. Like, it's such a smart move from Microsoft.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wisso. And Saltiest Chuck says it as well. They're all free.
And the timing of this is excellent as well, because we just had Fortnite making a big splash in the news. Ninja's known for Fortnite. Like, no better time to snipe Ninja than when they've sniped Ninja.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was all over the World Cup.
I joked, but it is their only exclusive, pretty much.
Yeah. Bill for Real actually had a good write-up over on Popped Off. You should go check it out. He talked to a few people about, what would get them to move over from Twitch to a different platform, and he kind of talks about strengths and weaknesses of each streaming platform. And I think like you said, Cody, it's good for Twitch to have somebody breathing down their neck and making big money moves. Like, DLive, despite the PewDiePie move, was never going to be able to do that. But like Mixer is owned by a company who knows this space, or at least knows the gaming space, and has the money to go toe to toe with an Amazon. And it's certainly going to be interesting to see how it pans out.